important day for IUS for Psychology program. We are opening our door for the students for Psychological Counseling Center. It is important day, but today we are proud and we are very satisfied that we come to this moment, but we cannot be very happy because we know that there are many people in Ankara suffering from this attack, and our hearts and the empathy and feelings are together with the victims and their families. So we are together with them, but today we have to continue our life and to open this center that we are waiting for this moment for a long time. So before I say something, I would like to say thank you very much for coming, President of the Foundation, Professor Hasan, Mr. Hasan. Thank you for the Rector for coming for this ceremony. Thank you very much for the President of the Board of the Trustees, for Professor Hasan Topaloğlu. And thank you to Deans and all colleagues and Professors for coming here. Now I will ask Professor Topaloğlu to just say a few words about this very important event for us.
Sarıkaya.
Sarıkaya, sorry, I'm very sorry for this name.
No, I was thinking that Hasan is going
to thank more.
Yeah, thank you. So, even though I wrote it, but I made mistake. I'm very sorry for that.
So, well, it is nice to see all of you in this occasion. Thank you very much to be invited to this gathering. Time to time we were discussing the need for Psychology Counseling Center, especially for the students who are coming from Turkey, from other countries. Of course, they have to adapt themselves to new environment, new teaching system and so on, especially at the early stages of their training. They are facing some problems and they need some assistance, so therefore such center has been needed, and not to this extent, but we try to meet this demand, probably not at professional level, but to some extent we try to help our students. But through establishment of such center, I believe this assistance to our students will be at much more professional level, and our students are going to benefit. This is one side, but the other side, of course, I am not saying that our students will be, our testing material, but on the other hand, but this is the fact that our teaching staff members and our assistants are going to face the real problems, and it will be a kind of training themselves on actual cases, and the beneficiary of this training will be our own students. So I really appreciate from that sense as well, setting such center, and I wish success. And on the other hand, I wish that our students will not be in need of visiting this center that often, and they will be able to solve their problems at their level. But sometimes we all know that this is not always possible. Sometimes you need external professional assistance, and if that's the case, this center is here. Thank you very much.
Thank you. So thank you very much to Professor Sarıkaya. This is actually the day that we will provide, as Professor was saying now, really professional support to our students. Our Professor Sevil Draganovic will inform us how we are going to work, but what I would like to say is that IUS will be actually first university in the region who will provide such kind of the professional support to our students. 3 years ago, we find out that we will need to provide some support to our students because they have challenges to adjust to the new culture, to come here to study, to organize their times, and they have some emotional challenges also in their life. So we have decided to start with this center. However, we had the support from many people in order to be able to be here today. The most important people who really support us was Mr. Topaloğlu, who actually approved investment in this center, which is really very much important.
Maybe you would like to say something too.
Yeah, Mr. Topaloğlu, yes, now. Did I make a mistake? No. Thank you very much.
Paraya gelen olarak
Profesörleri de aldıydı.
Ben söylerim ama onlar anlamayacaklar.
someone is going.
Çok hayırlı uğurlu olsun.
Zeynep can translate.
Teşekkürler.
Hayırlı olsun. Teşekkür ediyorum. Emeği geçenlere teşekkür ediyorum tekrar.
Congratulations. I'm so happy that you opened here, and I would like to thank you for those who spent time and spent effort for this center.
Psikoloji zaten IUS'un en popüler programlarından birisidir. Bu programı güçlü yapan başta sizin gibi hocalardır. Bu merkezde daha güçlü hale gelecektir. Gayret gösterip bu merkezi açtığınız için açan hocalara, yöneticilere teşekkür ediyorum. Rektör Bey şahsında bütün emeği geçen arkadaşlara tebrik ediyorum.
Psychology department is one of the biggest department in this university, and we at this center, we can say that you are strengthening your department in our university, and we are on behalf of our rector. I would like to congratulate one more time.
Teşekkürler. Thank you so much.
Hayırlı olsun.
Thank you very much. So I also have to say special thanks to our rector who was really being with this project all the time, all Dean Professor Molalic, past staff, and also all these people in the rectorate and people who were supporting opening of this center. A special thanks to architecture program who was also their staff for investing their effort also to design this very nice space. Now, in very brief, I would like to say that this center is not just for the support of our students. We actually would like to provide new approach in the Psychological Counseling Center. The space that you will see here will be used for individual work together with our students, IUS students, not only psychology students, but in the time when we don't use this space for the counseling, we will use other space, and especially this one-way mirror for laboratory in psychology. So observation in psychology, observation work in assessment in the theory, in the therapy is very much important for psychologist who is going to be educated in International University of Sarajevo. So we will use this space also for observation, and this space also for the small group education of the students in topics such as addictions, anxiety, stress, coping mechanism, and so on. So actually what we would like to use this space not to connect it with maybe polyclinics or something like hospital that people with very serious psychological problem comes here to take medication and therapy. So we don't want to have such kind of the center. We would like to open the door for students just to come in this relaxed space to talk about problem and to understand that talking about problems with professional people is not weakness. It is actually strength, that we have to talk and try to find solution with the challenges that we have today in our life. So this is actually our aim, new modern approach to the counseling, not only just providing one-by-one counseling with the students who are having that trouble. So this is first aim, but second is actually to provide something in addition to the counseling. So I hope that we will manage to do it. In long term, we would like to see this center as a competence center that will be run with our master student and also our PhD student, and then we will be able actually to provide some learning ways how to work with the students, not only for the IUS but also for the people in Sarajevo, in the region. So we have new task now to do. So we will come to you again with a new request, that is for sure. So this is our aim. Now I will stop talking and invite my colleague Professor Savira Draganovic, who will be in charge of running this center, just to give us information about how we are going to work.
Thank you so much, and thank you everybody for coming today. Thank you for giving us such an honor, and it's our pleasure actually to finally, after so long time, to
finish everything and to open the doors for our students, for our colleagues, for everybody actually around us, and especially our master and PhD students to give them an opportunity to practice the skills that they learn at IUS finally here. And the motto of IUS is actually discover the difference, and this is one additional strength of IUS, which will be a thing which will distinguish IUS from all the other universities in the region. We are the first university actually to have such a service offered to the students. So in terms of technicalities, what we'll be doing and offering here to the students, the door will be open according to their requests. The students will be able to set appointments via email, via phone, or simply walk in into the counseling room when we are around. There will be, for the time being, a small team of the four of us, 2 trainees or 2 master students who will be practicing their internship doing here, and Professor Zainab and I, myself, here around to help the students actually learn the skills. As you can see around, as long as we finish with our presentation and short speeches around, you will see how we set what is the intention, what is everything that we have, the tools that we brought already that are available to the students to do. So the students, if they actually are willing to to seek help, and not only to overcome the hassles, the problems, the stresses, the issues that they have, but Professor Sini already mentioned and said that this will be actually a center to strengthen the positive sides. Let us help the students actually thrive, to flourish, to be the best they can actually do. So besides, this is the 5th force in psychology, the positive psychology. Let us behind and next to the treating the illnesses and problems and diseases actually help the students discover their strengths, the positive sides, and go in terms of progressing and developing further in terms of being the best they can. The opportunities will be open to all. For the time being, our colleagues, our dear students, Ortaj and Sumaya, who will be doing their trainings, internship here, they will give also a short speech. So let us not...
Thank you for all coming to here for today. Helping people in need of guidance is our priority. And due to help of our mentor and critical stages of this process, it will be remarkably beneficial for both of us, to counselors and also to consult whom will be coming here. So we also know our acts and behaviors should be in harmony with our schools, our vision, and for our mission as well. So we are responsible to School of Psychology as well as we are responsible for our school, which is IUS. I hope it will be a great opportunity to be here and to help with the achievement of their education process. Thank you all for your coming.
With this purpose, we will develop ourselves, our skills in psychotherapy. Setting an empathic relationship is essential, and we want this place as known as place of healing, of course. There will be a dynamic guidance flow through our mentors to us and from us to students. Guiding choices, projects, change is possible, as we know from our school, our future, our choices. Thank you for
So again, we actually already made very good influence to our students. I think we are very proud of them. So thank you very much for the very nice speech. So now time is actually for you to go around and to see the space, and we are here to answer on all of your questions because we didn't want to bother you with a long presentation, but it is time actually to talk and speak about what are we going to do actually in the future. And thank you very much again for the coming. It is very nice to see you all here because we are very happy to come to this point to open this center. So thank you for coming, and please feel free to go around, and after that refreshment is here.
Thank you.
Thank you.